we're just letting him taste it because he's got to experience the joys of life. You just bite that off. You're chewing it. Good job. Do you like it? Hey guys, future Krista here. I just thought I would pop in to say that the vlog is really fun, but if you're only here for the tips, then you should skip ahead to this time in the video. Otherwise, let's get back to Chord's first day eating food. Guess whose birthday it is today? We don't usually celebrate half birthdays in this house, but when you're a baby, it's a different case. And Chord is 6 months old today. What do you think, buddy? Are you having a good birthday so far? Oh, do you see that sparkle? I think Spencer and I are especially excited because 6 months old for a baby means that they get to try food for the first time. And we have been giving him little bits and pieces of our food and he seems to be really into it. So today we officially start solid food. Are you excited, buddy? Are you looking at the rain out the window? There's a lot of it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Excuse the extreme close-up. I did not realize that my camera was zoomed in, but all this to say, today is the day for food. Today is the day for toes. Today's gonna be a lot of fun. We're excited. Are you trying to roll? Hi, bud. Were you just trying to surprise me with a roll? Good job. Okay, case in point. Here's a tiny little piece of croissant. Want a bite, baby? He is so ready for food, right, buddy? Yes, you are. You got that little tea all ready to go. Now let's get you some food that's actually right for babies instead of just croissant. Okay, okay. Okay, this roly-poly baby just had some milk, so I think it is the perfect time for our first food. We're so excited. We're trying baby-led weaning, and Spencer got some books about it. So we have this one, which would you say is more just like the crash course with lots of recipes, seemed very helpful. And then this one, which also seems helpful, but like maybe a little bit more uppity. What do you think, Bob?
More thorough about the history and
yes.
stuff.
Yes, you love books too, huh, buddy? So I think we're gonna strip this little guy down and get him a banana. Ho ho.
He knows something exciting is coming.
You excited, buddy?
Oh yeah, he knows.
Are you so excited? Oh yeah. Okay, are you ready for some banana? Here, banana. What do you think?
No, you don't eat the bowl. No, the bowl is just for the food to go in, but
Good job, buddy. Good job. He's so ready.
okay, well, maybe. Okay, help!
I'm so excited. Are you excited? Oh, hold on. Let's sit you up. Wait. Can you take it up? He's got to be sitting up, right? You want the banana? Oh, what do you think? Oh, we forgot our splash mat. We're holding him instead of using a high chair because our friends gifted us this chair off of our registry, but then once we put him in it, we realized, you okay? We realized that our chairs are too rickety. It was like gonna fall over. And so we ordered a real high chair to have on the way, but it didn't come in time. So they said sometimes it's good for a baby to just sit in your lap.
Yeah, man, why don't you just grab this? Yeah, whatever you get in there is good.
Are you having your first of food?
A manner?
Oh. Maybe I should have stripped down too. Okay, oh, you just gonna get the plate now? What do you think, little one? That's banana. Yeah, this is real food, just like Mom and Dad eat. Isn't that so fun?
Should I eat one, bud?
Oh, you want to see Daddy eat one?
Mmm.
Num, 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 num. So slippery. Oh, that's the peel. Oh. Oh no!
Bananas everywhere. We knew what we were in for, I suppose.
Is it good, Betty?
Hi.
Okay, I am 99% sure that we did not do that exactly by the book or anything, but it's okay. We're just trying things out, figuring it out as we go. Now, Chord and I are going to jump out the door and we're going to go stock up on some more baby-led weaning-friendly foods at Trader Joe's. I did actually get a couple days ago. I was going to be so prepared, so I got us...
pumped about being in the car.
Okay. So I got us avocados and mango, but then none of them were ripe in time. So we're gonna go get some sweet potato. Hopefully he can get a nap in the car. Thank you for taking him out there. Let's go.
A little wet.
Talk to me, baby. I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting.
That rain was crazy. I actually love that kind of weather for like sitting inside and watching on the couch, but driving in it is a different story. Anyways, the baby's sleeping in the back, and so I'm gonna look at some deals on my phone, and then we'll go in and grab a couple groceries. Oh my goodness, it is wild times here. The buddy didn't want to be in his car seat, so we just pull him out, but it's so wet. Did we get wet, buddy? I wish I could share my hood with you. Should we go in? Go into Trader Joe's? Let's go. Okay, Lord knows what my hair looks like after getting out of the car. But we are here to get sweet potatoes. We're gonna look around first and see what else we might want. I'm not sure how much we're gonna be able to get because kind of got my hands full. But should we look around though? Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, we're running into this new problem. Well, it's not that new, but it's just getting worse and worse, which is once we get back to the car, we don't want to go in the car seat. We're like so sad. And so then I feel bad putting him in there, but we have to go in the car seat in order to get home, right, buddy? Oh, it's just tough. Do you ever, any moms out there ever wish that you could just like wear your baby home while you drive home? I wish there was a safe way to do that. Obviously there's not. Anyways, we just got a couple things from Trader Joe's, but it was a nice trip in and the bubby helped me carry stuff. Very helpful. There's our little hole down there on the floor. We're all squished in. We're gonna go home and enjoy the rest of this rainy day. Does that sound good, baby? No, you don't want to drive home? Me neither.
Okay, sweet. We can't just sit here forever. We're gonna have to strap you in, and you're not gonna like it, but we can do it. Okay, buddy? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Hi. Are you good? You're good. You're good. It's a birthday miracle. Yeah, maybe we just need some extra snuggles, huh? It's okay, baby.
Hello, hello. It is a couple weeks later and we have a baby eating in a high chair all by himself. He's doing so good. So first off, I want to say we are by no means experts on this, but if you're like wanting to try baby-led weaning but you're not sure where to start, I'm going to give you a simple guide for what we learned and what we did, and then you should also go do your own research too, but here are like the simple ways to begin. Just to update you, we are a couple weeks in now to trying solid foods. We started off with what I would consider like easier foods like banana, really squishy stuff, and now he has graduated to doing some chicken, which like, I don't know, seems a little bit more difficult to me. But let me just back up for a second here and give you a basic overview of what baby-led weaning actually is. Basically, there are different ways of introducing solid foods to your baby, and one of them is baby-led weaning. weaning. My understanding of it is you can give your baby whole foods that you already have on hand and then let them feed themselves versus spoon feeding them purees or starting off with rice cereal. We decided to go with this method because we like the idea of just being able to feed Chord the food that we were eating as opposed to going and buying specialized baby foods. I've also heard that it helps kids to have like a better relationship with food, which I thought was good. And like I said, we've taken a lot of artistic liberties while following the baby-led weaning approach. For instance, we've definitely given him purees on a spoon, which technically you're not supposed to do if you're being like very strict about your baby-led weaning, but I'm looking at more as like guidelines to help keep him safe while he's trying foods. And then we have the freedom to help make sure that it's enjoyable for everyone involved. So here's what we've learned. Here are the basics. You want the food that you're giving your baby to be the size of an adult pinky finger. You also want it to be squishy enough that if you rubbed it in between your fingers, it can squish so that your baby will be able to chew it with their gums even if they don't have teeth. 2 weeks in, Chord has tried about 25 different foods. I've been writing them down. It's really fun to just be able to look back and see all the flavors that they've tried so far. They say you should try to give your baby 100 foods by the time they turn 1 year old. So it's also a good way of keeping track of it, although I don't think that 100 is like a magic number or anything. It's just to expand their palate early on. If you're not sure what foods to start off with, here are some ideas. Banana is great because it's sweet, which is delicious, and it's squishy, but it is a little hard to pick up, we found. Roasted sweet potato has that same squishy texture, but it also has some more nutrients in there. Also, avocado is super nutrient dense, which is great for the baby. Easy to prepare. One trick that I read in one of the baby-led weaning books is that you can put nutritional yeast on the outside of it, because one thing that we did run into is it was a little difficult for him to pick up when he was learning right at the beginning. And so putting some nutritional yeast on it not only offers a different flavor and more nutritional content, but it also gives it some texture so that they can easily grab the avocado. And then one of Chord's favorite foods early on was a big surprise to me. It was actually these spinach cakes. These are super easy to make. I can link the recipe down below. I think he loved them because they were easy to hold. He could get them in his mouth and chew them, and he really liked the flavor. I also thought it was a really good first food because spinach has a lot of iron in it, and that's something that babies need as they start to get older. One other easy first food that we started with was unsweetened applesauce, which leads me to my next point. Get these spoons. These spoons are specifically made for baby-led weaning, and they have been so great so far. Early on, we decided to give him applesauce. It's pretty much a puree, right? For true baby-led weaning, they say that it doesn't matter if your kid eats anything for weeks, even when they first start trying food. But we just wanted to make sure that he really was enjoying it and like knew what we were getting at, and so we were like, we should try applesauce and just give him a little bit. So we dipped the spoon in, he was able to take it and feed himself, and I think that was like the first big flavor that he experienced, because even though he had been having like little bits of food, I don't think he could fully taste it because he was still learning. One thing that we like using the gray spoon for specifically is what Spencer calls a peanut butter lollipop. It's a great way of introducing peanut butter. Since it's an allergen, you want to introduce it early and often. The way that we have enjoyed doing it is just putting a tiny bit on a spoon and then he sucks it like a lollipop. It's fairly clean and he really enjoys it. Okay, other things that you need to know. Gagging is normal, choking is not. Please do your own research on this so you can be the most safe, but what I have learned is that gagging is normal because when they're trying to learn a new texture and get used to that, they often gag. They'll make some noise and they might like throw up. But choking is not good, and if they're choking, then they won't be making any noise. Like I said, definitely read up on it for yourself so that you know specifically the signs to look for and what to do if they are choking. We just make sure to be beside him and keeping an eye on him when he is eating so that if he has any issues, we can help. There are a couple safety rules that have to do with salt and added sugar, and I'm still kind of confused about the salt one. The sugar one is just don't add add added sugar to your baby's food. Like they can have fruits that have natural sugar in it, but you don't want to like be giving them cookies or candy. Salt is a little bit more complicated for me, at least. We listened to a podcast that explained it, I think, pretty well. I'll link it down below. But basically, you just don't want to add salt to baby's food either. Their kidneys can only process like a tiny amount of salt. And so you want to avoid foods that already have salt added. And then if you're making them food, then you just don't add salt. Lastly, I wanted to share some resources that I found super helpful. The first one is a website. It's called solidstarts.com, and they have a first foods database. There are tons of fruits, vegetables, grains, meats, anything you can think of listed on there. And for each food, they have the nutritional content, what age it's appropriate for the baby to be eating that food, if it's a common choking hazard or allergen, basically just like all the information that you could want to know about each food as it relates to your baby. Another resource I found really helpful as I was learning about baby-led weaning is actually this Instagram page called Baby-Led Wean Team. There is a wealth of information about baby-led weaning on this page, but what I found especially helpful is in their stories, they have saved highlight stories of each food, and there's video of how they introduced foods to their babies and just all sorts of information in there. So if you're feeling a little stuck or you just want like more of a visual, then this is a great place to go to get some more information.
Chicken, chicken, chicken. Would you like some more? Good job. Good job, baby.
Alright, you guys, I think that is all that I have for you today. I hope this video was helpful if you're starting solids and thinking about trying baby-led weaning. For me, starting foods with him has been like one of the most fun things that we've done so far. Not only has it been like really fun to introduce him to all these new foods and tastes and stuff, but it's also just been a really sweet time for me to be able to sit down and eat with him and have a break. We like to keep things fun here, so if you enjoyed, I hope you will subscribe and join us for more vlogs and more fun right here on my channel, and I will see you next week in a brand new video. Bye! Baby-led weaning, taken literally. You can't eat the book, okay?
But I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there.